But he's our special guest here in the studio of PLUZZ 89.9 FM. Kwabena, you welcome.
Thank you so much, brother.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great as well. You've been taking very good care of yourself.
I think I am.
I heard somewhere, I don't know. Yeah. Are you a vegetarian?
No, I'm not.
You're not. Okay. I would try. Yeah, kasa ne modu. Mona mode tunyum. Udi bibiane dia tobo. You're a vegetarian.
Dia dibia midi. Enam ne bibia.
Owenam. Open na makese.
Oh, I'm pen na makese bebre dia ba me nchiri.
Ope ho ne ho.
Yeah.
Ompe nompe. Ope.
Oh yeah. Nampa do mpe dia.
Yeah. Fancy here. Enkwarawa. Yeah, so that's Kwabena Kwabena. He's our special guest this afternoon on the drive with the AreaGang. Now, let me tell you what. My first recollection or my first memory of Kwabena Kwabena was actually in 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, 2005. I was playing on Ash FM in Kumasi.
All right.
Ash FM in Kumasi, and I remember you being featured on Continuous AC.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I read your profile, but I didn't know you. I read your profile in the graphic showbiz. And that story, I don't know what was special about the story, but it stuck with me, right?
Okay.
So I read a story of you being, is it a draftsman?
Yes, I'm into building construction.
Okay. Yeah. And then venturing into music. The article was talking about your name, Kwabena Kwabena.
Okay.
And it said that it was featuring the two sides of you in your profession. Kwabena Kwabena as a draftsman and Kwabena Kwabena as a musician. Right? That stuck with me. Like, since 2005, like 19 years now?
Yeah, 19 years now. Next year, God willing, we're celebrating 20th anniversary of Kwabena.
Yeah. You've come a long way.
Yes, by God's grace.
How has the journey been?
It's been full of experience. Some ups and downs. Some great, experience. It's been wonderful. I'll say, putting everything together, I can say that it's been great. It's been wonderful. I've loved it. I've loved every bit of the journey, and I still love to continue.
All right. Can you share with us some of your earliest memories of getting into music and what inspired you to pursue this career?
I'll say I've loved music since childhood, and I've always dreamt to be doing this, and I can confidently say I'm living my dream. Okay. And everything that I aspire to achieve in terms of music, I mean, some have been achieved, some are still in progress, some are still on the way. Everything is on course. So I'd say I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to everybody who has been part of my journey from day one.
Okay. You sang in church?
Yes.
You sang in church?
Yes,
right?
I mean, I was playing instrument. I was singing in church.
Okay.
I'm a church boy.
Okay. Why didn't you do gospel?
See,
you've never done a gospel song, as far as I can remember. Really? Okay.
Biokwa is my song.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. I've written gospel songs for gospel artists. What it is like, I want to be classified as a musician. Okay. I love to do music, so it doesn't really matter the genre of music I do. I only want to be a musician, and let me say a creative artist. So that's what it is. I create, and I can do anything.
Which church were you in?
Church of Pentecost.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you started doing your music professionally, did you have any challenge in church, or maybe you stopped going to church?
No. Yes. Okay. From the beginning, I had a few hitches here and there, but then there were a few pastors who actually, was flexible with what I wanted to do. Someone like Pastor Neil Ante, may his soul rest in peace. He's one pastor who actually, encouraged me to be myself and do what I want to do, and it's all to the glory of God. Okay. It is what it is.
Okay. Who are your biggest musical influences, and how did it shape your sound and style of music?
Lots of them. My biggest mentor, Uncle Pat Thomas. And then the greats like Daddy Lumba, Kojo Entry, Papa Kofi Yankson, CK Man. It goes way back even to Rambless music and all of that. Yeah, so I have whole lots of artists and music that actually inspires me to do what I want to do.
Okay. Now let's talk about your first break. I don't know when you started recording or wanting to go professional with music, but what was your first big break into professional?
That was ASO.
ASO?
Yeah.
Okay.
2005.
Okay.
Yeah, that's ASO 2005.
But before then, you had done AC.
Yeah,
you had collaborated with Continue on AC.
Even before AC, I had done Sounds of Our Time with Hammer. I had done backup vocals on Tiny's very first album.
Okay.
Yeah, the Makola Kwakwe album.
You did a background vocal for all the songs, or?
For 2 tracks. For the Makola Kwakwe song itself, and there was another one, Usenkwewe. Angelina Tete.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. we didn't know that. No, because for me, my earliest recollection was AC.
Okay, so AC was 2003.
2004.
No,
okay,
2003, 2004.
Okay.
Thereabout. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I was in the mix. I was like,
But was that a song that really introduced you AC, or before then?
Before
you
then,
thought?
No. Before then, I mean, I was with Hammer of the last 2, and I mean, with the album Sounds of Our Time, I am on every song.
Okay.
From Kiss the Bride to Kwakase's music to almost to Motia to almost everybody. I did background vocals on each of the songs, and apart from that album, I had also done background vocals for a couple of artists. I mean, people actually they hear the voices, but they don't know it was me.
Yeah. Unless you are told, usually you would listen to the songs and you wouldn't know that is the person. But when you are told, it's like, that's Kwabena voice.
But then you see, AC stands out because after the collaboration with Continue on AC, I actually did a lot of running around with Continue. Okay. And I mean, through that, we were able to record the next track, which was ASO, which he also featured on. So basically, I would say that era with Continue actually popped the name Kwabena Kwabena out very well.
So your biggest break, your first break was ASO.
Yes.
ASO. How did that come about? That song, was it from your personal experiences?
No, you see, I mean, I was being a creative person. It's nothing that happened to me, but it's something that happened to somebody close, which I tend to actually know the story, and I realized that the story actually is something which is relatable to lots of people. Yeah, it actually happens a lot.
A lot of guys would relate.
You know what I mean? People go through it. You know what I mean? So I think it was a beautiful story to tell, which people can easily relate.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's divert a little bit, right? Because you're a good singer. You've got a great voice.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you keep up with news in the space, right?
Yeah.
You know King Paluta, right? You know his music, right? He's been in the news because he's a rapper who's turned singer. And there have been comments to suggest that King Paluta doesn't have a good singing voice. He sings off key and all that. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you specifically about those comments. I'm going to ask you about those comments, but just so we have some education, because we know that not all singers have the same voice. What voice does one need to actually sing?
First and foremost, let me put this across. It doesn't take a great voice to sing.
Okay.
You just need to know how to sing and how to make good melody and how to create a good piece for people to relate to. Having a great voice is just a plus. Okay. It's just an embellishment. Let me put it that way. You get what I'm saying? But then I'll say I'm happy for the chap because I'll say I was one of the people who actually was rooting for him to stop rapping and sing. And I'm excited.
Why was that the case?
I'm excited. I'm excited because he actually champions the new generation of high life musicians right now. And for me, as a high life artist, it's a win-win for me. It's a great day for me to celebrate a new, beautiful, sensational high life musician. So it is what it is. Keep on singing, Paluta.
Does he have a good singing voice?
Yes, trust me, like, come on. It's beautiful. He sounds really good in terms of his lyrical dexterity and his diction to the high life genre. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. I don't see nothing wrong with his voice, honestly. There's nothing wrong. He's got an amazing voice, which is very, very good for high life music, and I enjoy it.
Thanks for the endorsement. Now, you are one very good live performer.
Right.
And you know, it's another area that when we talk about Ghana music,
right.
We like to dwell on, you know, because a lot of our artists, when they put up shows, they would mime and all that.
Yeah.
You, with a few others, have really pushed the live performance, right? What is significant, or let me ask you, okay, for you, how did you develop to be that good a live performer, first of all?
You know, as a performer or as a musician, you need to understand the arts very well. And then again, after people enjoy your music, you may want to let them experience the music in a different way, or to make them feel like, yo, you are the main, or you are the person behind the music.
Okay.
And to do that, you must be able to perform your music live for people to have a different feel of it, apart from the record or how the record sounds.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's very important for every artist to master the art of being able to perform your music live. It's very important. It doesn't just happen. You need to practice. You need to train yourself to be able to deliver, I mean, on that level. You know what I mean? And if you are an artist and you're able to conquer that section of your craft, then it means you're an all-rounder.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't just be a studio musician and then you get on stage and then you play your studio recordings and then you just jump on stage from one corner to the other. I mean, our society have actually endorsed things like that for a very long time. So it's not up to me.
It didn't used to be so.
Yeah.
When we had high life music back in the day.
Matter of fact, I mean, music in general. If you follow, I mean, music worldwide, you realize that every serious artist or every big artist actually needs to play live music. You need to be able to get on stage and have your music played, and you perform your music just like you performed it in the recording studio on stage. You know what I mean? And that's supposed to be the level. That's supposed to be the standards. You know what I mean? So it's up to us, the audience. It's up to us, the event organizers, to actually look at things like that and encourage artists to be able to rehearse, prepare, and be able to deliver their music.
What are the significant challenges for an artist to be able to perform live? What are the significant challenges?
There are no challenges. The only thing is practice. Because practice makes perfect. The only thing is you need to be able to get it into your head that you must be able to prepare. It's all preparation. Because for me, I'll say all this is years of preparation.
Okay.
And Kwame Yeboah has been my music director in the last 8-9 years. You know, anytime I need to perform on stage, he's involved. He needs to prepare my music for the band to be able to rehearse. The band rehearse for days before I go in with the backup vocals to also join them. We rehearse for days. We prepare what we want to put on stage.
Okay.
It can't just happen by magic. You know what I mean? So it's up to every artist to actually put in that work. If you put in work, you get the results.
So you're saying we don't have an artist that, for instance, we say, oh, this artist there is not a good live performer, because we have had great recording artists in Ghana.
Right.
That when they get on stage, you don't want to see them. We don't have that category like this artist, because you are making it look like everybody can prepare and do it.
Everybody can prepare and do it. Trust me, everybody can prepare and do it. It's all preparation and practice. You get what I mean? Everybody, because since you've been able to record that music in the studio, it means that you can play that music live. That's what you think. That's what you think, though. But it doesn't work that way. Yes, of course, there are some edits here and there, but then you still need to be able to perform the music in a way in a studio for it to be able to be recorded so that it sounds good. So you must transfer that same energy in preparation for shows, in preparation for performances, to rehearse with your band, to prepare adequately. It has to be, and you see, it's capital intensive too.
Yeah.
So I can understand it.
We just want the DJ there and then
Exactly, because I need to give you an example with my preparation, for instance. We need to, let's say if I have a big show where I need to perform up to about an hour and a half, it means that I need not less than, okay, though I am cool with my band, they know what to do, I still need not less than 5 or 7 rehearsal sessions.
Okay.
And with every session, I'm going to pay these guys their rehearsal fee and their transport. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have about not less than, let's say, even if you have a lean band, you have a lean band of about 8 in person.
Okay.
Like 8 persons in the band. Now you need to pay everybody for rehearsal, and then you need to pay everybody too on the day of the show for their performance. So imagine the capital, intensity of the whole thing. So I can understand why people actually shy away from live band, because it is quite demanding.
Okay.
Let me put it that way.
Okay.
It is.
All right. Let's talk about your musical journey, right? I don't know if Kwabena Kwabena that I knew back then, 2005, is the same Kwabena Kwabena today. What's your evolution been like? In terms of your music, in terms of the message, in terms of the melodies, what's the evolution being like?
It's been a great evolution. I've enjoyed.
The message seems to be like the same. You sing about love.
Yeah.
You don't do a lot of social, political, other messages. You sing a lot about love. That hasn't really changed.
Love is the ultimate. Love is the ultimate. God is love. Yeah, love is the ultimate. And if we keep on preaching love, I think we will all make the world a better place for all of us. Because we all go through what we go through. The world has become a very, difficult place to live because the love is little. There's no love. Odonusa. You know what I mean? The love for other things is more than we actually, loving humanity and keeping ourselves together as one people. So it's very important to sing about love.
Okay.
Very important.
Walk us through your songwriting process. How do you get inspiration first off? Choose a theme? Do you write the lyrics and then put it on music, or you have the music and then you write lyrics on it? What's the process like for you?
It's quite diverse, I'll say. Each and every song has its own way of coming in. There are times when I get just direct inspiration of melody, lyrics, and everything sinking in, and then you just put them down. There are times I pick the guitar to play, and I create some melody, take it to the studio, we create the production, and then I come back to develop a theme for it. So it depends on every song and its inspiration. Every song has got its own way of dropping in. Yeah, so that's the reason why I say I am a musician. I cannot say that I do this type of music, but I'm a high life artist.
Okay.
Like, I love my high life, so high life can be felt in almost every kind of music that I would do.
Okay. You don't feel the pressure to do these they call what the Ghana piano and the different genres that keep coming up that seemingly are more commercial. You don't feel pressure to sometimes try some of those styles?
I love to do. I love my music to be commercial, but then I don't actually follow trends. You know what I mean? I want to feel like the music. I want to always give my audience a feel of music. It's not about the fact that there's this kind of music or there's a piano, so let me also play. Yes, of course. If I feel like I could inspire people through that, why not? I'm not against any genre or any evolution or any change of music. But then, for me personally, I always feel like I just want to interpret my music in a way to make my audience feel like, yes, it's something I want you to feel it naturally.
Okay.
That's
Are you signed on any label?
Never have. I've been an indie since.
Why have you not chosen to? Because you're a big musician in Ghana. I don't know about outside of Ghana, international. Maybe if you were on a global label, you could be reaching certain corners that you can't reach by yourself.
Yes, it is quite okay to be part of a label which can actually break certain new markets for you and all of that. But then, for me, I feel like It depends on the contract.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have not seen any contract actually which favors my dream or favors my, focus in music. You know what I mean? And anything that actually keeps me away from owning my own masters, I'm not so happy with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
you don't want a small percentage of a big pie. You want a big percentage of a small pie.
Yeah, because I see my music as a legacy for my children's children.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's something that I want to, do in a way to make it, something which would be valuable for my, for my descendants, those who are coming after me.
If a record label approached you, you wouldn't want to consider it?
It depends on the contract.
Okay.
It depends. I wouldn't say that I would not.
Have you had that experience before?
Yeah, a few here and there, but then...
you turned them down?
Because of, certain clauses and certain 1 or 2 here and there, which I didn't think was good.
All right, we're speaking to Kwabena Kwabena this afternoon on the drive with the Area Gang. He's out with a brand new one. Yeah. Usually, I don't have a lot of time. I love you. I love your music. There's a lot of things that I would want to talk to you about, but then
we'll actually schedule a talk. Don't worry, we will.
Yeah, we've got your brand new music as well. Now I want us to spend some time on it,
right.
So that of course listeners get to know about it as well. So Kwabena Kwabena is live with us here in the studio of PLUZZ 89.9 FM. We're 9 minutes away from 5 p.m. Don't forget that you can actually stream the session on Facebook. You can go look for PLUZZ 899 FM, and you can watch the live stream. You can leave a comment there also for Kwabena Kwabena. So let's talk about your new music, Fakye Me. Tell us about it.
I was just going through my moments of meditation and getting inspired to write music, and I realized that when you wake up in the morning after the normal morning devotion, like praying to God, you pray, you tell God how grateful you are that you've seen a new day. I think the next topic or the next thing to do is to ask for forgiveness of sins.
Okay.
Before you can even ask of anything from the God or from the Lord who created you. So I was like, okay, can I create a song which can propel us to be able to ask for forgiveness first, and then we can go ahead to ask God to do what we want Him to do for us. So that actually brought about Fakye Me.
So this is like a relationship with God.
Exactly.
Not to. I thought it was like. I know there's a gospel collaboration here, but I know you as well.
No, it has nothing to do with any individual. It's my relationship with God, and as I wake up in the morning, I want to ask God for forgiveness of sins before I ask God for Him to do what my heart desire, or what I require Him to do for me in my life.
Okay. We want to take a listen to the song.
Sure.
Just for about 30-45 seconds.
Of course.
And then when we come back, we can go deeper into this one. So it's a brand new one from... you collaborated with Obapa Christie on this one. What informed the choice of Obapa Christie?
Matter of fact, this is a gospel EP I'm recording. It's a 5-track EP I'm recording, and it's a promise I made to God way back in 2006, because after I saw in 2005, I became a proper independent musician.
Okay.
I was just on my own, and it seemed as if I would not be able to even record my next album or be able to continue this journey. It was quite a tough moment for me. But then, during those times, when I started recording the Obi Dawa Donibi album, and facing challenges, I said to myself, and I made a promise to God that you created this world in 7 days. That's, you did it for 6 days and you rested on the 7th day. So, if you help me, God, to record 6 albums, I'm going to dedicate my 7th studio recording album to you. And I'm going to be recording an EP or an album to show my appreciation to you. And the last 2 years, I released my 6th album, which is the Famisa album.
Okay.
So after that, then I mean, I'm unable to record any album apart from me fulfilling my promise to God. So this is going to be a 5-track gospel EP, which is termed, or I've titled it, the God of Restoration EP. So this is the very first single off it. The next single is going to be dropping very soon. Of course, in August next month, I'm going to be dropping the next single, and then by the end of August, the whole EP will be launched. So.
Okay.
That is about it.
It's your tithe to God. You didn't wait for the 10th one. This is your tithe to God.
Yes, of course. I mean, that was a promise I made to God. That, I mean, because it really seemed like I would not be able to record any album again.
Okay.
Because it was quite tough. I mean, within that period, 2006, 2007, it was very tough for me. I mean, that's why, if I can remember, I mean, I went through a lot. And God came through for me. I was able to record my second album. In 2009, I was able to record my third album. By 2013, 2014, I recorded my fourth album. And then 2016, I recorded my fifth. And then, I got struck by some hitches here and there.
Okay.
I had to take, a break from music for about 3-4 years before I was able to record my sixth album. So it's been a wonderful journey. I mean, the ups and downs, every experience has been wonderful for me, and I thank God that I'm here today and I'm fulfilling God's
How was it like recording with Obapa Christie?
Super amazing.
Okay.
Super amazing. I mean, I must say, God bless her so much, because she's not a respecter of persons. Let me put it that way, because I don't want to. Okay.
What is it you don't want to say?
all I want to say is God bless her so much, and I know that God is going to, enlarge her territory. God is going to bless her. I mean, anything she touches will be a blessing, because she's a very selfless human being. Okay. And
any other gospel acts that you'll be collaborating with on this EP?
Yes. But then I'm not gonna.
Just mention one.
No.
Is it because you've not recorded yet, or you just don't want?
I have recorded them. I have. Matter of fact, it's left with the very last song to record. I've recorded all.
Okay. Let me ask you this: if you're not going to tell me who is on it, was there an artist that you wanted to record with that you were not able to?
A couple of them.
Just one.
No, I'll not mention it.
No, we have to end the interview here.
No, you see what it is. Is sometimes you want to respect people's decision, and you don't need to come out to sound as if you are disappointed. It's people's decision.
But you were disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed. It is God who is doing His own thing, and you get what I'm trying to say. If it is God's will, it's going to come to pass. You know what I mean? If it is so, for all of those setbacks, I see it at no, that's not God's will. God doesn't want it that way. So, I mean, it is a direction, and it's my own commitment to God, and I believe that God is directing me.
So, how many more collaborations on this? Two more.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 more collaborations.
Okay.
And
female acts, male acts.
I am solo.
Female acts, male acts. No, you are not mentioning them. That's fine. We will guess.
Female and
one
male.
female, one male.
Female and male.
One female, one male. So you have Obapa Christie, you have one other female, and one other male gospel act. Please get it.
That's our chief.
That's fine. But so what do you hope to achieve with this album?
Nothing but to tell God how grateful I am for keeping me, for sustaining me, above all for restoring me, because I mean a time came when it seemed like all hope is gone. I mean everything is just in shambles. I mean it's like the train derailed. You know what I mean? And before I realized, it's back on track and it's running a full and a top speed. So
okay. When is the EP set to be released?
By the end of August.
By the end of August,
Yes.
we'll have the
Yes,
full
we'll have
EP.
the full EP. Yeah.
Okay, you release another single.
Yes, I'm releasing another single the first week of August.
Okay,
God willing.
and then by end of August,
By the
we'll
end
get
of
the
August, we'll have
full
the full
EP.
gospel EP. 5-track full
okay.
EP, God of Restoration.
All right, just about 3 more minutes before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
Where do we have access to the song?
All platforms. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, the video is going to be on YouTube tomorrow. So, go check the video out. A beautiful video shot by director Abbas. Myself, Obapa Christie, doing our own thing on Fakye Me. So, we're dropping the video on YouTube, but you can have, the audio on all platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, AudioMac, you name it.
Okay.
All of it.
Would you be planning on some concert towards the end of the year? Especially because you're doing a gospel EP.
Yeah. We are celebrating 20 years of Kwabena Kwabena in music, God willing, in 2025. And we kick off the first concert on Valentine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so not at the end of the year. We are gearing up for Valentine's Day 2025. It's going to be a very big concert. It's going to be the 20th anniversary of Kwabena Kwabena in music. And then there are other activities which is going to mark the celebration of my 2 decades in music. So
it's going to be lots of
2025
love.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing
well.
a nationwide tour as well.
We'll look forward to that. But you sing, before you go, final question, right? You sing a lot about love.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're interested in your love life.
My love life.
You don't seem to be lucky when it comes to love.
I don't know. God knows.
You have a bad boy persona. Is that the reason why?
You see,
why do you think you've not been lucky with love?
The media has a way of branding you or categorizing you, but then when those who know you personally, like those who actually have encountered you, they know who you are. Matter of fact, it doesn't really bother me about the fact that people think that I sing about love, and so I should be, showing, me and my woman, be lovey-doving. Yeah, I love to lovey-doving.
Somebody did, right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, for now, I'm very, very single. Yeah, and searching.
Public service announcements. Ladies, Kwabena Kwabena says he's very single.
Yeah, I know.
You're searching.
Of course.
That's good, you're searching.
I'm looking for my rib.
Okay.
I'm looking for my rib. It needs to fit.
You found 2 already. Kwabena, you found 2 already.
No, that wasn't my rib. No, that wasn't my. If it was, it would have worked. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So
I get it.
It means that it didn't fit. You see, it's like you put in a square peg
The
in and fit it. It is a square hole in a square peg.
Let's wrap it up. Quick message for your fans, listeners, about the new song, the EP coming up. Quick message.
What would I say? I want to say a big thank you to almost everybody. I want to say a big thank you to the media houses, bloggers, almost everybody who's been part of my journey from day one. I am super grateful to all of you. I thank everybody who supports Kwabena Kwabena music, who listens to Kwabena Kwabena, who enjoys Kwabena Kwabena, who actually purchases, download, stream Kwabena Kwabena. Keep on streaming.
Thank you very much. That was Kwabena Kwabena live here on the Drive with the Area Gang. We took 5 minutes of AC.